What's going on everyone, and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Jedi Survivor video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to create Ben Solo's lightsaber in Star Wars Jedi Survivor. To do this you want to go ahead and select the Hermit emitter, and the reason for this is because Ben Solo's emitter in the Star Wars movies is actually quite disc shaped and flat, which the Hermit emitter is in Star Wars Jedi Survivor. However, you can also use the Duelist emitter if you don't have the Hermit components, because I think the Duelist emitter works really well for this lightsaber, and I really have no preference between which one of these to use. For the switch I've gone with the Patience switch, and the reason for this is that I think it is the closest to Ben Solo's switch on his lightsaber. Also, if you look at the Patience switch, you will see a sort of clip with a screw in the middle of it, I think it is, which is also on Ben Solo's lightsaber. It's not identical, but there is a very similar piece of the switch on Ben Solo's actual lightsaber and on the Patience switch in the game. For the grip, I've gone with the Patience grip, simply because Ben Solo's lightsaber has vertical strips running up and down the grip, or vertical lines, which the Patience grip does have in Star Wars Jedi Survivor. It's not 100% perfect, however I think it is the closest grip in the game to Ben Solo's. For the pommel I've gone with the Seer Junda pommel, simply because the pommel on Ben Solo's lightsaber does have, again, vertical strips running up and down the pommel, which the Seer Junda pommel does also have. However, I do also like the look of the Persistence pommel on this lightsaber. The only thing I don't like about the Persistence pommel is it's quite curved. It's a lot more curved than Ben Solo's is, which is why I've gone with the Seer Junda pommel instead. For the materials for this lightsaber, I've gone with a primary of metal alloy, a secondary of metal alloy, an accent of metal alloy, and a grip of metal alloy, simply because that's what Ben Solo's lightsaber is. There are no other materials or colours on it, apart from at the very bottom of the pommel there is like a red disc. We can't get that in Jedi Survivor, so I've just made the whole lightsaber metal alloy to closely resemble Ben Solo's. I left the condition as pristine, selected the blue lightsaber blade, and this was the lightsaber I was left with in Jedi Survivor. I think this is a very close recreation of Ben Solo's lightsaber in the game. I really like how the emitter switch, grip and pommel all have some form of resemblance to Ben Solo's actual lightsaber from the movies. It's not perfect by any means, we can never get them perfect, and you can see by the comparison there are subtle differences, but it's about as close as we can get. And I'll also show you what this lightsaber looks like with the Duelist emitter as well, simply because I think both emitters, the Hermit emitter and the Duelist emitter, work really well for this lightsaber, and I don't really have a preference between which one to use. Like I've said, I do think this lightsaber is a really close recreation of Ben Solo's lightsaber in the game. The two parts of this lightsaber that I would say are essential to use to recreate Ben Solo's lightsaber is the Patience switch and the Patience grip, simply because I think they are by far the closest components to Ben Solo's actual lightsaber from the movies. If you use those, you could probably get away with using most of the other emitters and pommels, but definitely make sure to use the Patience switch and the Patience grip. And that is it for today's video, so please do let me know down in the comment section below what you think of my recreation of Ben Solo's lightsaber in Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and also let me know which characters you would like to see in the future. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to smash a like on it to show support for the series and the game on the channel, and if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to be kept up to date with all future Jedi Survivor releases. But other than that, we'll see you in the next video.